Well, it's official. I am a nerd. Year 1 is done and dusted, and we're going to have a look at my final results and find out if I passed and if I'm going to continue this journey towards an engineering degree as an old fart engineering student. Well, 2021, what a year it was. And I'm going to take you into student admin and we're going to have a look at my final results. And they are, well, hey, I'll keep the suspense going. Let's head off to student admin.
Okay, this is a second take on looking at my results. Playing around with my software-defined radio, I'd managed to stuff up all the configuration for the microphone in this laptop. Anyway, hopefully it's recording this time, because I'm repeating myself. Okay, so this is our results for our first year in our Bachelor of Engineering Honours Diploma in Professional Engineering Practice. So we're looking at a 5-year degree, and this is our first year down. And I won't be dishonest, it wasn't easy. I was doing a lot of work. I think the lockdown definitely saved me because for the second semester, it meant I was at home more and it probably got me over the line for mathematics. So let's look at, first of all, the first semester, which is the autumn session. And for the autumn session, I'll just put my cursor there. I don't know if you can see it in the playback. Mathematical Modelling 1 for autumn session. That was the bane of my existence. I really struggled with the maths, the higher mathematics. I did the bridging course because I hadn't touched high-level maths for quite a while. I have done a graduate certificate in mathematics at the Australian Catholic University. So that was about 7 or 8 years ago. But even that I struggled with. And I have this problem where I can learn stuff and understand concepts, and as quickly as I learn it, I forget it. Maybe due to alcohol-related brain damage, who knows. Got a 50% for that, which is a pass, and the reason why I got a pass was because I managed to get overall a 64% because I did really, really well in the mastery tests, but the final examination I got a 46 or 47%. Was it 45? I can't remember. Anyway, it was in the mid to high 40s. So close to a pass, but you needed to pass the final exam. So they let me do the supplementary, which absolutely destroyed my holidays. It really ruined my holidays, or part of my holidays. I had to spend another three or 4 weeks studying, preparing for that, and managed to. They didn't give me my result, but I must have passed. And the best you can do after doing the supplementary is a pass. So they gave me the pass. Engineering Communications, that was a great course. We did a group project mostly, and it was a small amount of individual component. And that's a high distinction, 88%. Introduction to Mechanical and Mechatronic Engineering, that's an 81%. We are probably heading for a high distinction for that subject, but in the group task, a few people had minor meltdowns and didn't submit stuff, and so we didn't get quite as high a mark as we wanted. Physical modelling, I was very, very lazy. Once I knew that I didn't have to pass the final examination, I really put all my effort into the maths. So that's really probably not the best approach, but you do what you got to do to get through. And so I got a 77%, which is still a distinction. Now, heading into the spring session, Mathematics Modelling 2 was looming large and scarily, and luckily we had a lockdown. It gave me more time to study. Got through the first part of we were doing calculus and matrices and whatnot, and also statistics. And the first part of the part of the course that wasn't statistics was fairly easy, the matrices and whatnot. But then it got diabolically difficult, three-dimensional calculus, all that sort of stuff. And at a certain point, I just went, I don't have time to understand this effectively. So I really doubled down on the statistics, as that was half the course, and just relied on the knowledge that I'd attained in the other half of the course. And as luck would have it, and hard work, I don't have to do the supplementary, which is really great because I am playing around with ham radio at the moment. And if I had to do mathematics study instead of playing with ham radio gear at the present moment, I'd be really quite miffed about it. But we got a 71% a credit, and I'm really very proud of that result because I worked for it. Introduction to Electrical and Electronic Engineering. Now, a bit disappointed with this. It's a distinction. It should have been a high distinction. I really dropped the ball in the final examination, did the multiple choice section, and then did a late submission on the written part of the test. Now, the reason for that was in the intro, the fundamentals of mechanical engineering, they said that the exam was 1 hour long, but they gave you a 3-hour window to submit. And I was thinking that the exams were set up the same way across the courses. And although the lecturer was saying you've only got an hour, I was thinking that that was just him bluffing. He wasn't bluffing. And so half my answers didn't get submitted. So I'm really lucky that I did as well as I did up until that point. Still managed to scrape through with a distinction, which is good. Fundamentals of mechanical engineering. The one of the final quizzes that I did really badly in. A little bit of knowledge is a bad thing sometimes. I understood quite a bit of the content having done it when I did my teaching of the HSC Engineering Studies course. So I thought I knew more than I did, and didn't really put enough work in, and got a credit in the end. 69, so hey, can't complain about a 69. Anyway, manufacturing engineering, final subject of the spring session. We got an 89%, which is a high distinction. So I think that's my best result. Yes, it is my best result thus far. And that was mostly assignment work. And it was really interesting to see the myriad of processes that can be used in the manufacturing of various engineering technologies. That's the results. And they've logged me out. So that's interesting. Just in time. Just got it in. Anyway, back to the video.
Brains from the Thunderbirds, the ultimate nerd. To celebrate my getting through my first year of engineering, I've made a shirt, and it's on Redbubble, and I am part of the fan art program for Redbubble, so ITV Studios has given me permission to make this shirt. So please, if you want to support the channel and own an interesting shirt that perhaps nobody else owns because I haven't sold any yet, be the first to click on the link below.
Here it is in all its glory.
And buy a shirt. Anyway, back to the video. So, what are the plans for the holidays? Well, I don't have to do a supplementary exam, so I'm very happy about that. I have been doing a heap of really geeky, nerdy stuff on ham radio. I've decided to resurrect my amateur radio license. So if you don't know what ham radio is and you're a nerd, you need to find out. So jump onto my channel and find the ham radio / amateur radio playlist, link below, and see what I'm getting up to, because it's really nerdy stuff and it's a lot of fun. So make sure you do that. I'm going to be doing a lot more of that radio stuff, building transmitters and receivers and setting up an HF radio station. Sending some Morse code, which sounds really old school, but I like a mixture of old and new school, playing around with some digital data synthesis of variable frequency oscillators, all that sort of stuff. So basically, I'm just going to be really nerding and geeking it up. I'm also going to try and get into SolidWorks and consolidate some knowledge in that area. I by no means will become an expert over the holidays, but I'm hoping to do a little bit of work in that area too. And maybe just a little bit of revision on maths, maybe solidify some of the basic concepts that seem to have evaporated off the top of the stack. I hope you've enjoyed this video. Please like and subscribe. And if you are an engineer, past or present, or perhaps an engineering student, I'd really like to see a comment below. Let me know what you're studying, what your thoughts are on engineering, how you found your first year of engineering, whether it was hard, whether it was easy. All I can say is I am so glad I don't have to do that supplementary exam, because having had to have done it once, I honestly don't know whether I'd have the stamina to do another one, at least this year. And I was very close to deferring for a year and really thinking about what I want to do. So I've really found a second wind with the results that I've gotten thus far. Anyway, toodaloo, see you in the next video.